Is 2025 going to look like a Hollywood disaster movie? Michael Snyder reports. What kind of year is 2025 going to be? If you ask 1,000 different people that question, you'll probably get 1,000 different answers. There are some that are very optimistic about the year ahead, but there are others that are very pessimistic about the year ahead. In fact, Gallup just concluded a survey that discovered that most Americans believe that 2025 will be a year of political conflict, economic difficulty, international discord, increasing power for China and Russia, and a rising federal budget deficit. Americans foresee a somewhat challenging year ahead for the country based on their predictions for various aspects of U.S. affairs and daily life. Majorities of U.S. adults think 2025 will be a year of political conflict, economic difficulty, international discord, increasing power for China and Russia, and a rising federal budget deficit. I agree with all of that. The U.S. is facing both internal and external turmoil, and our economy is very rapidly moving in the wrong direction. But another major global health crisis would make things so much worse. In recent weeks, so many of the usual suspects have been doing interviews in which they warn that a bird flu pandemic among humans has become inevitable. Do they know something that the rest of us don't? Already we're starting to see public officials freak out. The state of California recently declared a state of emergency, and now it's being reported that Arizona has detected bird flu in the wastewater in the cities of Phoenix, Tempe, and Surprise. Bird flu has been detected in wastewater in multiple Metro Phoenix cities, county health officials confirmed on Monday. Routine wastewater surveillance in Phoenix, Tempe, and Surprise, the three cities in the county where monitoring occurs, confirmed the presence of avian influenza, according to a press release from the Maricopa County Department of Public Health, MCDPH. The influenza subtype, which includes bird flu as H5N1, has been detected in multiple locations in the valley in the past couple of months. Meanwhile, the bird flu continues to spread like wildfire among animals all over the nation. 123 million birds, most of them chickens and turkeys, have already died in the United States alone. And now a farm in Ohio that has nearly 1 million chickens has been infected. Ohio agricultural officials are investigating after avian flu was detected in nearly 1 million chickens in Darke County. The National Veterinary Service Laboratory confirmed highly pathogenic avian influenza was detected in Darke County on December 27, involving 931,302 chickens. And since it's an active case, the ODA did not identify the individual farms. Cats are dying from coast to coast too. In Oregon, it's been determined that a cat that recently died from the bird flu caught it by eating turkey-based cat food. Experts and some public officials are warning against raw pet food after a cat in Oregon was found to have died from a product contaminated by bird flu. The maker of that cat food, Northwest Naturals, has since recalled certain batches of the turkey-based food. If humans start getting infected and dying on a widespread basis, it really will be a nightmare scenario, and the level of panic that we will witness will be off the charts. It appears that 2025 will also be a year of war. The U.S. and Israel openly talking about conducting strikes on Iran's nuclear program, North Korea threatening invading South Korea, and long-range NATO missiles continue to hit targets deep inside Russia. And in response, Russian jets flying over Kiev. Russia launched an attack on Ukraine Tuesday. Now, elsewhere, Chinese President Xi Jinping boldly declared that reunification with Taiwan is inevitable and nobody will be able to stop it. No one can stop China's reunification with Taiwan, Chinese President Xi Jinping said in New Year's speech, December 31st, laying down a clear warning that Beijing regards as pro-independent forces within and outside of the island of 23 million people. In the past year, Beijing has stepped up military pressure near Taiwan, sending warships and planes almost daily into the waters and airspace around the island, in what Taiwanese officials view as a creeping effort to normalize China's military presence. Will 2025 be the year when China finally pulls the trigger? And when it happens, we will instantly be at war with China. Ominously, the Chinese are in the midst of the largest military buildup of any nation in the world since Germany in the 1930s, and according to a report by a national security expert, the People's Republic of China has ordered the largest military buildup of any nation in the world since Germany in the 1930s, raising concerns about the military threat presented by China. On top of everything else, it appears that Afghanistan and Pakistan are on the brink of an all-out war. Fears of an all-out war erupting between Afghanistan and Pakistan rising after Taliban sent troops to the border. Two countries continue to trade strikes, and the Afghan Taliban unleashed a series of devastating strikes on Pakistani military checkpoints. So while all of this is going on, our entire planet continues to become even more unstable as well. On average, we experience $1 billion disaster in the United States about every 2 weeks in 2024. Just think about how crazy that is. And it doesn't even count all of the $1 billion disasters that have been happening in other nations. Sadly, this is just the beginning. And today we're being warned that a massive underwater volcano off the coast of Oregon that is thousands of feet tall, is likely to erupt in 2025. Scientists have warned that an underwater volcano off the coast of northwestern U.S. is likely to blow sometime in 2025. The volcano is called Axial Seamount and is more than 3,600 feet tall and sits half a mile underwater, just 300 miles off the coast of Oregon. That's why we've been getting tremendous amount of earthquakes there lately. Now, our world is going completely nuts, but for the moment, those at the very top of the economic pyramid continue to party like it's 1999. On Tuesday, it was being reported that 500 wealthiest people in the world now have combined net worth of $10 trillion. The world's 500 richest people got vastly richer in 2024, with Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jensen Huang leading the group of billionaires to a new milestone, a combined $10 trillion net worth. An indomitable rally in U.S. technology stocks played a key role in turbocharging the trio's wealth, as well as the fortunes of Larry Ellison, Jeff Bezos, Michael Dell, and Google co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin. The 8 tech titans also gained more than $600 billion this year, 43% of the $1.5 trillion increase among the 500 richest people tracked by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. And if you're one of the lucky few that is sitting on a giant mountain of money, life may still seem pretty good for the moment, but a day of reckoning is coming for them too. 2024 was certainly a chaotic year, but I'm entirely convinced that 2025 will be much more wild. Brace yourself for what the next 12 months will bring, because it appears that all sorts of craziness is about to start breaking loose, Michael Snyder reports on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. And I wish all of you a very blessed, happy, and healthy New Year. About the author, Michael Snyder's new book, Why, is available on paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 8 other books available on Amazon, including Chaos, End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophets of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work that he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and he always freely, happily allows others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.